All right. And the other one on the early warning signs list is resuming smoking cannabis or smoking pot again. I was just wondering, maybe we touch base and just run that assist. You remember when we did the assist a while back? Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember the questionnaire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So they're the sort of substances I'm going to ask about. Yeah. They're the kind of responses.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been
You
through
remember
it,
all
mate.
that? And remember, we're only interested in those drugs that you're using currently, not the ones that are prescribed.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't want to.
Okay, well, hurry up or I won't do it.
All right. So just to touch base, I mean, the first question in your life, which of the substances have you ever used? Now, I know you smoke cigarettes and alcohol and that you've used cannabis in the past, but what about some of these other ones like cocaine?
No.
No? What about things like speed or meth or ice, eckies, anything?
Yeah, I guess I've done an eckie. I didn't like it though.
Yeah?
Okay, now I won't have it again.
Alright. Was that in the last 3 months or?
Yeah.
Okay. What about inhalants, things like sniffing glue or petrol or
No.
anything? No? Alright. Valium, Serapax or Rowies, anything like that? Have you taken any sort of sedatives?
Temazepam?
Yeah.
I've had that.
But that only as a prescribed one, or you took it?
Yeah,
up
I just took it when you guys gave it to me.
Yeah. Okay. What about things like hallucinogens, LSD,
No.
acid? No. Any of the opioids,
No.
heroin? No. Any other drugs that I haven't asked you about? Anything like, I don't know, Special K or ketamine?
No.
No. All right. Okay, so now I'm just going to focus on the drugs that you've used in the past 3 months. So with the cigarettes, how often have you used cigarettes? Be daily?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Alcohol, have you? How often would you have a drink?
I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week. What's that got to do with anything?
No, just asking. This is just a fairly routine sort of questions. What about the cannabis? How often would you smoke that in the last 3 months?
Maybe 5 days a week.
Okay. And the eckies that you talked about in the last 3 months, was it that you tried it? Or?
Yeah, I won't do that again though, so you don't even need to worry about it.
Okay. So you tried it and was no good?
No.
Okay. The next question, just on the past 3 months again. How often have you had a strong urge or desire to smoke cigarettes?
Every day.
Every day, yeah?
Yeah.
What about with alcohol? Yeah.
No.
No strong desire or urge?
Oh, it's just a bit of fun with Matty, so I'll go have a drink at his place, and yeah, once in a while. I don't need it or anything. It's
just sort of a
good
social.
good way to let the hair down. You probably have a beer.
Yeah. That's what about with the cannabis, the pot? Have any strong desire or urge to use?
Not really, not in the way you're saying it. I've just used it because it helps me to think and focus, so I've just been using it to help me out with the project, just to get the ball rolling a bit here and there. So.
Okay. So more specific to getting the project done.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not because of the.
Yep. All right. The next question is: during the past 3 months, how often has your use of cigarettes led to health, social, legal, or financial problems?
No. Cigarettes have been fine.
Alcohol?
No.
No. What about the cannabis? That caused any problems?
I guess financial.
How much are you spending on the pot?
About 100 a week.
Yeah, 100 a week, that's a fair bit. So, how much would you smoke then? If you're spending 100 a week, how much would you smoke in the session?
Oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 cones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. The next question is, in the last 3 months, how often have you failed to do what was normally expected of you? So things like the alcohol, sort of because of a hangover or because you've been too drunk, not been able to, say, get to TAFE?
I haven't been going to TAFE as much as I should have, but it's got nothing to do with that. It's got a lot more to do with the quality of teaching there, or
Okay.
a lack of quality of teaching. You know what I mean? They're really bad. And I think that whoever runs the joint would be a lot better off if they even hired me to do some of their classes there.
If you took over, you reckon?
Do you know what I'm saying? I just think I'm a lot stronger in my field, and even they are. And I mean, they've been spending their whole life on it. Even they're not doing anything as important as the project. So, what's the point?
Okay, so it's not about the alcohol that you don't go.
No.
Okay, what about with cannabis? Is that have you failed to do anything that was normally expected of you because of smoking the pot? Has that been a...
Have I what, sorry?
Failed to do things that were normally expected of you, like, you know, the tape sort of example, because of smoking dope?
Maybe like the other week, Mum wanted me to come around for dinner, but I didn't end up getting there, just because I had got on a roll with the project, and I went around to Maddie's to sort of just have a bit of chuff to keep it going.
Keep that focus you're talking about.
Yeah, once you get on the roll, you don't. If you break away from it, then you lose what you had.
Yeah. Okay. So it's only the once in the last 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Has a friend or a relative ever expressed concern about you? Say, start with the smoking, with cigarettes. Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mum.
Okay.
Every time I light up in front of her.
She gets on your case about it?
Yeah, you know what mums are like.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. What about with the alcohol? Has anyone ever expressed concern about your use of alcohol?
I only ever drink with Maddie. I don't think anyone even knows.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. How about with the cannabis or pot? Has anyone in the last 3 months expressed any concern about that?
Well, the other day I was at home and Mum came around to help out with some washing, and she must have smelt something, or I don't know, she just gave me that whole lecture about don't be doing that if you're doing it. So
yeah, so a bit like the lectures we gave you after the last admission meeting.
Exactly like them.
Yeah, okay. Have you ever tried and failed to cut down or stop smoking cigarettes? Has that ever been a problem for you?
No.
With the alcohol, has that been an issue?
No.
How about with cannabis? Have you ever tried to cut down and failed at doing that?
Well, only when you asked us to. So.
To cut down?
Yeah.
And that was okay? You didn't have any difficulty?
Not really, no.
Okay. The last question. Have you ever used any drug by injection?
No.
No. Alright. Now, let's add up these scores and know what they add up to. Okay, would you like to see what the scores come up with?
Sure.
Okay. With the alcohol and the eckies, they both came in the low risk sort of range, fairly low risk scores. And obviously the eckies was a one-off use, and the alcohol doesn't sound like it's causing any major problems. But both your tobacco and your cannabis are in that moderate risk range. But the cannabis, which is obviously the drug I'm more concerned about, is you can have problems with attention and motivation, have problems with anxiety, paranoia, depression, decreased memory, problem solving, high blood pressure. But the more important one from my perspective is the potential for psychosis. You have had an episode in the past, and it was related to, at that time you were smoking quite heavily the cannabis. And I guess that's a concern for me. What do you think about that? Your school?
That's right.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you like about smoking the cannabis?
Helps me focus. Focus on the project, which, as I've said, is very important.
It helps you focus your thinking. Anything that you've maybe noticed that's not so good about it? You mentioned it's costing you $100. Anything else that maybe not been so good about it? You seem to have gone a bit quiet.
Yeah.
What's happening for you?
I don't know. I don't know if it's, but sometimes I hear a bit of voices and stuff again.
Okay. Has that been happening like that over the last 2 months, or when do you hear the voices? Night usually. Night time. Okay. Can you tell me what the voices are like? Are they good voices? What sort of stuff do they say?
Just mean stuff about me. Just be mean, really.
Okay. Sound like they're pretty distressing sort of voices. They're not very nice, but I'm used to it, I guess. Okay. And that's sort of been starting a bit around that sort of same time that your mum had picked up some concerns, yeah?
Yeah.
So is that sort of around the same time when you started smoking the cannabis, or?
I guess so.
Okay. I guess, it's easy for me to say, but it sounds like the cannabis might be sort of part of the problem at the moment.
Yeah, but you've got to, it's helping me to think clearly, so it's helping me with the project, and the project's important.
Yeah.
So it's important. Like, you've got to make sacrifices when you do something important.
Okay. So, and part of that sacrifice is, you've got to smoke the dope to focus, and yeah. Okay. I guess from my point of view though, Gavin, I'm a bit concerned that your mental health is starting to maybe deteriorate a little bit. I think it might be a good time to actually maybe think about stop using. And maybe we look at doing some other stuff about these early warning signs.
What?
Well, I think it'd be great if you could stop smoking pot, but also I think we need to look at doing some stuff about getting your sleep back on track, and maybe putting your mental health a little bit up the list of priorities.
But then I won't be able to work on the project as much, as I won't be able to think as clearly.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the project's really important to you at the moment, but I'm concerned, Gavin, if this keeps going the way it is at the moment, that you might actually end up back in hospital.
What? Or I can't work on the project if I'm in hospital.
No. I'm not asking you to stop the project altogether, I'm just asking you to maybe cut back on how much time you're putting into it. And I think if you can do that, and maybe cut down on, stop smoking the pot, and we can get your sleep back on track, maybe we can sort of nip this thing in the bud.
Well, what if I say that I'll try and do that, but if I can't cut down, like if I can't concentrate on the project, then maybe we can in a few weeks we can talk about it again, and maybe I can do that. Maybe I can still use to concentrate.
Yeah. What I'd like to do is catch up with you a bit more often. Yeah, and we'll work together on this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming in, Gavin. So I might make a time when we go to the front desk and catch up with you maybe even tomorrow. See how you're getting on.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.